Alright, so here is my artist presentation on myself for Music 294 Part 2. Brief history, some boring stuff. I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan on April 25th, 2001, so I'm 19. I was raised in Tucson, but we don't really have that much of a hip-hop scene, so then I gravitate towards Detroit, like Michigan sounds. I grab like the Detroit and Flint have their own really great underground scene, local scene, so I gravitate towards those. I'm studying philosophy and I'm working as a parking attendant for the Suns, which I honestly loved my job, so I really hope it comes back. Genre identity, it's hard for me to really describe it right now. Like, I'm not saying it's sophisticated, I'm saying that I've made about 5 beats that I can actually stand to even listen to. So I can't really describe it like in terms of detail, but I definitely gravitate towards hip hop, and I like lo-fi and kind of old school sounds. Most of my music, it'll have a jazzy or kind of a soulful sample. That's really what I like. In terms of what I use for production, I use this kind of crappy MacBook that is the base model, so I can't play more than basically like 5 MIDI tracks before everything starts crashing. I have a Logic and I have a Splice account that I totally forgot about, but you mentioned it in like one of the first weeks of part 1, so I figured, I'll get it. Like, I have a job, I can pay for it, and I totally forgot about it. It's just been charging my card, so I have about 800 credits on Splice right now, which I am using up actually at a fast pace now. I'm starting to take this a lot more seriously. My influences, one of my biggest ones I'm finding, which I listen to his music enough, but I never would have thought he would really influence me, is Apollo Brown. This is actually the album cover for his latest album. And he's a Detroit producer, and I truly recommend him. He's very great, and it's a lot of soulful stuff. Ninth Wonder, because again, soulful. I like those things that they kind of touch you in the heart. Jay Dilla, not in terms of how skilled he was, but yeah, in terms of how he'd find samples. And one of the words that they used a lot was kind of sophisticated simplicity when they were talking about like how he made his music, and I like that. I want to emulate that a lot more. Early Kanye, because he made very kind of, I don't want to use the word soulful again, but I don't know another word to use, but like that music that kind of gets you. Not now, like his music now, it kind of seems dead in the heart to me. And another huge influence on me was D-Electric, who no one actually knows who that is because he's my mom's ex-boyfriend, and he used to produce in the room right next to me. So then he's kind of the reason why I got into this, is because like it would be like 2 a.m. and I'd be trying to sleep on a school night in like middle school and high school. I just have 808 like bass going through my room. So yeah, he was a huge influence on me. Personal reflection, I just wanted to thank you for a solid year between part 1 and part 2 of learning music. I came into this with 0 musical experience, like whatsoever. Like, it took me a while to figure out what keys meant, and I really like this, and this is definitely going to become a personal hobby to me. I'm probably not going to do this professionally. I know a lot of the kids, and especially in part 2, they're going to go on to have good careers, but I don't really see myself as that. But I love this, like, for the time being, and I definitely want to keep doing it. I've found myself like producing instead of playing video games and all this stuff now. It's actually interesting to me. And so let's get on to the music stuff. In terms of the audio examples, I don't really have a mixtape because I freaked out when he said to have put in your own sounds, like instead of having other people put in your own music for a mixtape, because I only had 2 beats I liked that I used for the loop projects, and then the Black Key project that I was working on a couple nights ago, I really love that. So then those are the only sounds I have for my mixtape. If you look at this and you say that's not enough, then I will totally go in and get the tracks for the original mixtape with other people, and I'll crossfade them. But yeah, for now, I only have these 3 beats and then my artist tag that you said to make. So let's get to the audio examples. Here's the Black Key project. So yeah, there's my Black Key project. I think I actually did really well on that. I love that. Here is my little artist tag. I never actually thought of a producer name, so then I remembered in high school that I used to call myself Sammy Sinna, which was just a pale ripoff of Joey Badass, but that's what I call myself. So here's the producer tag. And here is it one more time. All right. Then here are my other audio examples. Yeah, that's my loop project. And then here's my second loop project, but yeah. So yeah, that's me. I really wish I had more audio examples, but again, I used to like be done with these projects, and I think I do not want to listen to this ever again. I hate myself for making it. Like, I was very harsh on myself, so I would throw them in the trash, and I really wish I would have kept them so I would have had more sounds to show for this. But yeah, thank you a lot, Raul, and yeah, see you in class.